What if I told you that your entire life could change with just one habit? Not 10, not 5, just one. The Stoics, the greatest minds of history, lived by it, and the modern world has forgotten it. Yet, it's the key to unshakable confidence, self-control, and power over your destiny. Today, you will discover it. And once you do, you will never live the same way again. Pause. Silence. Camera zooms in. But before I tell you the habit, let me take you into a story that the Stoics themselves lived by. A story that will make you see life differently. Forever 1. The Curiosity Build. Imagine the year is 180 AD. The Roman Empire is at its peak. Armies stretch across continents. Gold flows into the capital. And sitting on the throne is the most powerful man on earth, Marcus Aurelius. But here's the twist. Marcus does not live like a king. He does not indulge in luxury like other emperors. He does not drown in pleasures or greed. Instead, every morning, he does something strange, something you and I would call unusual. He takes out a small wax tablet. He sits in silence, and he writes, not about the empire, not about politics, but about himself, his fears, his flaws, his struggles. And in those private writings, never meant to be published, Marcus Aurelius reveals the one habit that made him powerful, calm, and unstoppable. This habit is self-reflection through journaling. But wait, don't dismiss it yet. Because this is not diary writing. This is not, "Dear Diary, today I ate bread." This is the Stoic habit of self-examination. 2. Why this habit matters. Let me ask you something. Why do most people fail in life? Why do they repeat the same mistakes in relationships, careers, and self-growth? It's not because they're unlucky. It's not because the world is against them. It's because they live life unexamined. They live like sleepwalkers, running in circles, chasing temporary pleasures, reacting to emotions, and never once asking, why did I get angry today? Why did I waste time on meaningless things? Why did I let fear stop me? The Stoics believed, an unexamined life is a wasted life. Epictetus, born a slave, rose to become one of the greatest philosophers of all time. And he said, when the light has been removed and the room is silent, let each of us examine his conscience. Let us look back over the whole day and compare our deeds with our words. That is the habit, daily self-reflection. But here's the secret most people miss. Self-reflection is not soft. It's not weakness. It is the weapon of warriors, because the one who knows himself cannot be defeated. 3. The dark psychology behind it. Let's get brutally real. The average person today lives in constant distraction. They scroll endlessly. They compare. They envy. They react emotionally. Do you know why? Because they never stop to question themselves. They never sit in silence. They never practice the Stoic habit. This is where dark psychology comes in. The system, society, media, toxic people, doesn't want you to reflect. Because if you reflect, you wake up. And if you wake up, they can no longer control you. Think about it. How many people do you know who repeat toxic cycles in relationships, who keep chasing those who reject them, who never grow? It's because they never stop and say, why am I doing this? What is my pattern? Reflection breaks the chain of manipulation. It exposes weakness. And once you see the weakness, you can destroy it. 4. Marcus Aurelius's method. Marcus Aurelius's Meditations is nothing but his private journal of reflection. Let me show you how he did it. Morning reflection. He reminded himself, "Today you will meet arrogant, selfish, and ungrateful people." This prepared his mind. No surprises, no disappointments. Evening reflection. At night, he wrote, "Did I live according to reason? Did I control my anger? Did I act with justice?" This sharpened his character. Brutal honesty. Marcus didn't sugarcoat. He admitted his flaws. But he also reminded himself of his strengths. This was his one habit. And because of it, even as Rome fell into chaos, Marcus remained calm, centered, and unstoppable. 5. How to apply it in modern life. Now let's bring this to your world. You don't need to write essays. You don't need hours. All you need is 10 minutes a day. Here's how you can do it. Step 1. Morning setup. Before you touch your phone, write 3 things. What challenges will I face today? How will I respond as a Stoic? What virtues will I practice? Discipline, courage, justice, wisdom. Step 2. Evening review. At night, write 3 questions. What did I do well today? Where did I fail my principles? What will I improve tomorrow? Step 3. Brutal honesty. Don't lie to yourself. Write the raw truth, even if it hurts, because pain written down becomes wisdom. 6. The transformation. What happens next? Now let me tell you what will happen if you practice this Stoic habit for 30 days. Your mind becomes clear. No more emotional fog. You see your patterns. You stop repeating mistakes because you catch them in writing before they control you. You gain inner power. You don't depend on others for validation. You guide yourself. Your confidence explodes. Because every night, you prove to yourself that you are growing. People notice. Your calmness, your control, your strength. They will wonder what changed. That's when you'll smile. Because you'll know. It was just one habit. 7. Story to seal the lesson. There's a story about Seneca, another Stoic. Every night, before sleeping, he said aloud, "When the light has been removed and my wife has fallen silent, I examine the whole of my day, reviewing my words and deeds. I hide nothing from myself. I pass nothing by." He treated each night as a courtroom. He was both the judge and the defendant. And because of that, he grew stronger every day. That's why the Stoics were unshakable. That's why they conquered themselves. And that is why you can do the same. 8. The revelation. You thought the habit would be something external, like a trick or a hack. But no, the greatest habit is the one that happens inside you. Because once you conquer the inner world, the outer world bows to you. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire, but he first ruled himself. Epictetus was a slave, but he freed his mind before his body. Seneca was surrounded by corruption, but he stayed pure through reflection. This is the one habit that will change your life. Self-reflection. Daily. No excuses, no distractions. Just you and your truth. The Stoics did not seek control over others. They sought control over themselves. And that control came from reflection, from facing their flaws, from sharpening their virtues. If you begin this habit today, 10 minutes, morning and night, your life will transform, slowly, quietly, but permanently. You will gain clarity, power, and peace. You will no longer be at the mercy of emotions, toxic people, or fate. You will be your own master. One habit, one decision, one moment. This is how you change your life. Subscribe for more powerful Stoicism and psychology. Comment Stoic if you agree.